Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Natsu Dragon here, and you're watching Game Natsu. And let's rumble. And welcome back to another Genshin Impact. Okay, as you guys know, I've finished Shinjuin's story quest. Now I'm gonna do Emily's story quest. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, first thing, hey, I did a lot of things. Um, okay. Did I made it? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, so I have 200 resins. Okay, I can do that later, but first let me just see. I have 4 intertwined wishes. I have 5 days left for this banner. I can try one more try, then I'm gonna try for more on. I just want to do her. Well, I not do her. I want her. Okay, that came out really wrong. Then, if I don't get it, I'm gonna try for another banner. And also, I'm gonna upgrade Kashinga. Okay, so before getting. Okay, let me just show you Kazuha's so far build. He's at 60. Weapons 60. Artifacts. Okay, let me show you the artifacts real quick. Okay, Plum of Death. Okay, Flower of Life. Crit rate, attack, and elemental mastery. Okay, mastery. Okay, attack, defense, HP, crit rate, and attack again. Okay. So crit damage, energy recharge, attack, defense, and defense. Okay, and also I got the gauntlet is also defense, attack, energy recharge, and crit rate. And this is the circlet of logos. Okay, that is actually crit rate, the main mix. Crit damage is the main mix. Elemental mastery, attack percentage, and defense percentage. I had the 4 sets, which increases soul damage. Sure. Okay, so his skills are 3, 4, and 4. That's gonna be the way I'm gonna put it. And total of crit rate is 21 and crit damage is 60. Okay, I'm gonna improve it. I'm trying to make an elemental mastery type. Okay, elemental mastery. I need to increase the elemental mastery. I'm gonna try to find the perfect kit for him, but I'm gonna pause this build and concentrate on her build. Okay, so this is her. Okay, so crit elemental mastery, crit rate, and okay, this is also I got crit rate. Okay, this just has crit damage, so I'm gonna okay. This has crit rate and crit damage. Maybe I should apply this. Maybe switch it up. Okay, so try. Her weapon is at 70. Is at 60. I really need to improve it. Okay, so before getting any further, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, let's do quest, shall we? Okay, we're gonna do the Emily quest. Okay. She's at Port Armor. There's no concentration mode, so yeah. Okay, let me just quick up and change the team.
Relax.
Okay. Before getting any further, let me just I have all the resins, so let me just do this. Condensed resin. Okay.
Too slow.
Okay. Okay, let's do the mission, shall we? Port almost. Let's go. I haven't completed a lot of workers. That's, yeah, this is a long quest. I'll try to finish those quests. And there's this, unfinished comedy. I'm gonna do that later. Okay, today is Monday. Okay. I still need to upgrade Kayan skills. Is at 8, 8, and 8. It's not bad, but his attack, normal attack is at 6. So yeah, that is bad. I also need to. Okay, today is Wednesday, so I might as well. Okay, and also I'm gonna finishing building him. I'm gonna build Rosaria, Farina, Kazuha, and Bennett. Oh, and Kachina. I really love her talent, so I'm gonna continue with this. Okay, okay. And I really feel bad for Bennett. I've been like,
Following me.
when the game released and there was a Bennett gameplay for it, I wanted
I
to
thought I
finish it.
told him to spray it with water to retain moisture before applying the film. You can't treat a glazed lily like a cactus. If Sanjay does this again, the loss will have to come out of his food expenses.
Okay.
I'll go talk to him. At this rate, he won't even be able to afford eating cacti for much longer.
Okay.
Hey, Tainari!
Huh.
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while. What brings you to Port Ormos?
We didn't have anything to do, and this place looked pretty lively, so we decided to stop by. But, what's with all the flowers around here?
Well, Port Ormos is currently organizing a flower exhibition featuring flowers and plants from all over Teyvat. So I came to... The exhibition includes flowers from every corner of the world, each with their own unique properties and needs. With that in mind, the curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar capable of retaining heat and moisture. Even so, an expert is still required to develop tailored transport...
Oh, and that expert is you!
Not this time, no. I'm just here to help out.
Mr. Tainari! Sanjay! He confused the poisonous bulbs with garlic shoots!
Never mind. Forget about what I said about the food expenses. Apologies, Traveler, Paimon. Looks
Okay.
like I've got some...
Tainari's busy no matter where he is, huh? Yeah, seems like it. Hey, don't look at Paimon like that! Paimon is super careful about what she eats. Well,
No.
looks like Tainari might be busy for a while. Let's take a look around the port in the meantime.
Oh my god. Okay. Flower depth. Damn. What? Blood what? Blood dew. Huh. Got a decent amount of experience. AR experience? Okay. My AR need to increase. My AR is at 56. And also with the world level 9, it's now a little bit impossible. Okay, let me just change it, put it on. It's been a while I changed it. Just for fun, I'm gonna put this on for a while. Okay, so let's
There's no
do
such
this.
thing as pure freedom in
Okay.
this world. Even
You
the
need to
one
check
cannot
out these
belong
flowers, huh?
Wow, look at these flowers! They smell so...
Okay, pollen allergy for Paimon.
Huh?
Paimon's, fine. She's just got a little...
She got pollen allergies, huh?
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilia's? No wonder.
It's getting... But,
A moment of your time, you two? If it's not too much trouble, perhaps you could try this incense.
Incense? Oh, the scent is so nice! Whoa, that was fast! Paimon doesn't have to sneeze anymore!
Think nothing of it. From your attire, I imagine you two aren't from Sumeru either. Seeing as we're both travelers from abroad, it's only right that we help each other out.
Oh, so you're here for the flower...
I suppose that's accurate. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Emily, a perfumer from Fontaine.
Paimon is Paimon! Thank you so much for your help just now.
The traveler, right? I've heard a lot about you from the Steambird. It's nice to finally put a...
What happened back there? Why did Paimon...
Have you ever heard of hay fever? To put it simply, when inhaled, certain pollens can trigger abnormal physical reactions.
Hey, why am so
I've
sleepy?
seen these kinds of flowers before and nothing ever happened then.
Well, we're all different. The factors that can trigger a reaction to certain stimuli vary by person. In isolation, the effects of certain pollens may seem minimal, but inhaling various types at once can trigger a more overt reaction.
Okay.
There's no need to worry. Pollen allergies can...
Oh, well that...
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Is everything all right? I left in such a hurry, I forgot to warn you about all the pollen in the air. Emily? Ah, what a coincidence. Looks like my worry was misplaced then. The Traveler and Paimon are in good hands.
It was nothing, really. We happened to run into each other shortly after my arrival, and I offered them a bit of help, that's all. I'm more curious as to why you thought the Traveler and Paimon were in danger. Allergies are highly unpredictable. If you were concerned the pollen might trigger a reaction, that must mean...
No.
Remember the first time we met? You fainted after inhaling Spirit Borneal.
The Spirit Borneal didn't affect Paimon at all, and now she's the one suffering. It makes no sense.
It's not really something you can make sense out of, Paimon. There are all kinds of allergies out there, caused by a variety of different factors. Some people are even allergic to almonds. It's not something you can generalize.
Exactly. I even encountered a case in Fontaine where someone had an allergic reaction to soba noodles their family brought back from Inazuma.
Whoa. Good thing Paimon isn't allergic to anything delicious.
In a manner of speaking, although you could say the patients I deal with are rather unusual.
In addition to medicine, Emily is also very knowledgeable about botany. She's taught me a lot about the native flora around Fontaine.
Okay.
And that's
Why
where
the
my
hell
expertise ends, I'm afraid.
Why the
When it
hell I
comes to
have a
breadth of
leaky
knowledge,
nose today?
Tighnari certainly comes out on top.
A flower expert? Oh, Paimon's got it! You must be the expert Tighnari mentioned, the one in charge of the exhibition!
And I'm sleepy.
Wrong again, I'm afraid.
Well, I did come for the exhibition, but only to inquire about the Auguste.
Oh, Paimon was sure she got it right this time.
It's a kind of flower that was once popular in Fontaine. The perfume made from it also bears the same name, Auguste.
Auguste, huh? That's not
Auguste,
even her outside
August.
days.
In an ancient language, the word is said to mean sacred or noble. It's sometimes used as a name for people as well. Ah, that reminds me. Are you familiar with the historical event in Fontaine known as Perfume Mania? Perfume Mania was an event that occurred in Fontaine nearly 20 years ago.
Why I'm so... Okay, I'm yawning a
It
lot.
all started when several merchants released their own lines of high-end, expensive perfumes, marketing them as must-have luxury products, the very symbol of elegance itself. No one anticipated the absolute frenzy this would create on the market, causing the price of perfumes to skyrocket. The demand was twofold. What some saw as a status symbol, most saw as a money-making opportunity. You could take
Okay.
advantage of the soaring price by the value of these products became but at the end of the day, perfume is just perfume. The market value greatly exceeded the intrinsic worth of the product. Luckily, the Palais Mermonia recognized the danger and intervened before the craze could truly spread. Many profiteers and scammers were thrown in jail as a result. In the end, only a few wealthy families were affected when the bubble popped.
Okay.
What does all this have to do with that Auguste you mentioned earlier?
Okay.
Well, during the craze, the most popular perfume
Officially,
was none other than
I have a
Auguste.
leaking.
The demand far exceeded the supply, to the point where it once sold for 10 million mora a bottle.
10 million? Then what about now?
Oh God, that's too much. Okay, we can literally see the stars and Paimon's eyes. She's greedy.
After the mania ended, most perfumes returned to a normal price. Auguste was the only exception. Its namesake, the flower used to create it, went extinct. As a result, no new bottles of Auguste have been made, and the value of the perfume remains exceedingly high.
Huh.
Indeed, the Auguste flower was not a natural variety, you see. It was specially cultivated for use in perfume making. When the bubble popped, all the flower beds used for its cultivation were destroyed in a fire. The variety has never been
Okay.
seen since.
But didn't you say you came to the exhibition to look for it?
Ah, yes. I came to investigate a certain rumor that the Auguste flower has reappeared in Sumeru. It's causing quite the stir in the Fontaine perfume market.
Okay.
Traveler, we should help Emily look for it.
Okay.
I have to agree. Emily wrote me to ask if I could look into the rumor, but the forest rangers haven't
Even if I can locate the flower, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed, Paimon. I don't have any grand Mora making endeavors planned. Divine, noble, one of a kind. All beautiful sentiments to be sure. But to me, when it comes to perfume, I want people to forget the price and the prestige and focus on the beauty.
Wow, so
Of course, there's also a more practical reason. In recent years, low-grade counterfeit versions of Auguste have been popping up on the Fontaine perfume market. Every so often, someone will claim to have recreated the unique scent of Auguste, and the rumor mill will start comparing the counterfeits to my own work.
okay, that's more like the reason Paimon had in mind.
Ever since that rumor started, 3 new if I can then I'll be free from all the stories and added meaning and just
That makes sense.
Oh, I would of course be grateful for your help, but
Well, you said it yourself.
Based on the information I have so far, it's unclear if the rumor is true.
Maybe I should have gone
Mr.
by
Edgar
now.
also thinks it's too early to say. But you could always go talk to him. He was there all those...
I was just about to pay him
I
a visit
thought
at the
his
hotel.
charge attacks are not good.
Edgar? Who's that?
The person you've been back when he was still working in Fontaine, Auguste, was his creation.
I should also mention, he was my teacher, the one who taught me the basics of perfumery when I apprenticed in Sumeru.
Huh.
So this guy was a famous perfumer in Fontaine, but then he came to Sumeru to teach people from Fontaine? It sounds confusing.
It's a long story. If you're interested, we can talk more about it when we see him. He should be staying near the hotel.
Okay. Oh, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead. They should really put on a sign or put on a barrier. Recently found out. Okay, wrong path.
Squall and Fury.
Swan Theory or Swan Fury? sometimes I hear Swan too.
Oh, look at all the flowers!
Yeah.
Apparently, the exhibitor paid a large sum to rent out the hotel.
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that?
It's been so long. I almost didn't recognize you, Edgar.
Well, you and your brother haven't changed a bit.
Oh, yeah, look, all this catching up is nice and all, but let's get down to business. We need to talk about Kyria. Is he?
Hold on.
It's nice to see you again, Master.
Emily? Is that you? I've heard you've become quite the famous perfumer in Fontaine. It would seem...
Oh, well, it's all...
Hardly. I taught you the basics. Hearing you call me, I've taught many students here in Sumeru over the years, but I've yet to see one turn out quite as accomplished as you. You're the only one who can take credit for that success. And who are these two? I don't recall.
They're my new friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Emily's friend.
And these two gentlemen? Are they friends of yours, Master?
Of course. I'm Ood, and this here is my younger brother, Blaze. Edgar and the two of us are old friends. Isn't that...
No, yes.
Merchant.
You must be here to look for the Agus flower then.
Well, what respectable perfume merchant hasn't heard of a goose? Anyone in the business.
I'm guessing you're here for the same reason, Emily. We were just about to get into it, so you three... I commissioned a few Eremites to do some scouting for me. They searched all over Sumeru. That being said, there are people in Port Ormos who claim to have smelled a unique fragrance on the streets. Definitely floral, but still distinct. Some of them were merchants who lived in Fontaine 20 years ago. According to them, the fragrance smelled a one-of-a-kind.
No, I don't think so. I doubt that's the case. Even Auguste is even more prone to that kind of shift. Although, could there be a flower out there with a similar fragrance?
Impossible. If a goose were that easy to replicate, it would never have sold for such a high price all those years ago. The Auguste flower is back.
Technically speaking, the scent wouldn't be impossible.
Well, let's table that.
No. By the time they realized they had smelled something, the scent was already gone. If I hadn't asked about it, they probably wouldn't have given the experience a second thought. Compared to things we see and hear, smells can be much easier to overlook.
It almost sounds like someone wearing the Auguste fragrance passed them on the street.
Wait, are you saying...
Just thinking out loud.
We don't have much to go off of right now, but we can't rule out that you all travel.
Oh, you've got the keys to the room?
My apology. I managed to tidy up one of the
Oh, and we did...
Don't worry, Master. I can sleep on the boat tonight. Or I could even camp in the wild. It would give me the opportunity to... even although, would it be...
Well,
I'm gonna wish this part was a little bit skipped. I'll know the story later. Something is off, I know. They're fishy as hell.
Of course, no trouble at all. My brother and I will keep an eye on them for you, as long as you don't mind, mademoiselle.
all right then. Ood, why don't you take Emily inside and find a suitable place for her luggage? I'll prepare some refreshments and join you in a bit.
Okay. Okay, I want to. Okay. Need 5. I need 6. Oh. 6 intertwined wishes, then. Also, I need. Okay, one more time. I got Razor trying to pull that weapon banner. You know, like, how the hell we get a character from a weapon banner?
The smell of flowers is so strong.
That happened twice.
Edgar said
with
he tied
Jean
it up around here?
and
There's
Razor.
so
Yeah.
many flowers. Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers. Looks...
No, that's we work closely with the essential oils of various plants. But to maintain a sharp sense of smell, most perfumers prefer to keep their homes free of strong odors.
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition then.
Oh, this room seems to be a connect blaze while you're. Ahem.
Yes.
All right then. Where can we find?
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back from Fontaine. Could I trouble you to bring that back as well?
How
Is that so? Mr. Ood, Mr. Blaze.
Hey, what are you?
That's Master's voice.
Alright. Okay, let me just look for that. Huh. Wait, enter Blur's room? Yeah, let's just go. I do not want to get inside the dude's home. Especially that build. It will have dumbbells and poster of other muscular guys.
Master!
Hey, Edgar.
Kyria.
Kyria.
Hey, Edgar.
No, don't shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two can... Oh, thank you.
I'll investigate the scene. Okay.
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle? Oh, really? Do you think whoever did this was hiding in the flowers before?
Okay. Can I hide here? No. Oh, wait. There's a chest.
Take it.
How convenient! That's really cool. Check the bottle. Okay, I thought that was a clue. So, just talk to him now. Okay, you.
But that's him. Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit.
Okay. Something smells really fishy.
Well, we looked all over, but the only...
The most important thing we can do now is...
Oh my god!
So, how's he doing?
When I administered emergency treatment, I discovered a residue in his nose and mouth. Master was most likely forced to ingest a... He's still unconscious, and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. Ah, yes. But first, I do believe there are two people who could shed some... Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucien.
Wait, you know...
Hey! Were you talking to us, mademoiselle? I'm afraid we've never heard of those names before.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste. There were 4 people in total. The perfumer, Edgar, the one thrust into the limelight, and 3 others. A researcher from Sumeru responsible for cultivating the Auguste flower, and 2 merchant brothers responsible for promoting the product. The 2 brothers capitalized on the mythos surrounding Auguste. In the end, they were sent to the fortress of Mer...
And what does that have to do with us? There are countless merchant families in Fontaine. You gonna accuse them of being criminals too?
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took you several seconds to respond. But when I called you Lucien just now, the name registered immediately.
Ah, Miss Emily, out of respect for your position as a famous perfumer in you have a bright future ahead of you.
You claim to be regular perfume merchants, and yet, when I brought up amber wine, You took it to be alcohol.
What?
Amber wine is a perfume I created several years ago. It wasn't particularly renowned, but I'm certain any respectable perfume merchant unless, until recently, they were living somewhere completely cut off from the perfume world. Somewhere like...
Emily, you little.
Okay, still have that sword.
Don't misunderstand, Mr.
Need a
Sylvain.
freaking
I don't
nice
bring
sword.
this up to criticize you, no matter what happened all those years ago. The
Flower
court has
is
already
the
passed
main
its
character.
judgment. But
You
Master's
guys
life is in
really
danger.
should give
We
him a
need to learn whatever
decent,
we can about the
bloody
person who
hell
has done
nice
this.
sword.
If Master's attack had something to do with Auguste, I would imagine that. So I'd like to trouble you for some information.
Fine. As you wish.
Sylvain!
Lucian, if this will help us find Kyria, then it will be all worth it. Besides, we've already told most of the stuff to the Maison Orderly anyway. You were right, Miss Emily. There were 4 of us at the beginning. Myself, sometime down the road,
Sounds like he's still upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up in Sumeru?
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru so that he could put those events behind him. Still, Master was depressed for a long time after that. He stopped making new perfumes and focused on introducing students to the craft instead. That's how I met him. My parents had to relocate to Sumeru for work when I was a child, so I had the chance to study on. But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher.
like us, Vijava was also staring down an investigation from the Marechaussee Phantom. But before the Phantom showed up at her door, she set all the flower beds on fire, along with much of the Mora we met.
But destroying all that evidence, wouldn't that mean...
It didn't matter at that point, because she died in the fires.
What?
Sounds like you did an investigation of your own. Why even ask us if you knew all of this already?
The name wasn't mentioned in any of the files I reviewed either.
Kyria was Vijava's younger brother. He was just a clueless kid back then. Somewhere in his teens, I think. He helped his sister with her work sometimes. Vijava kept him close most of the time. The 3 of us were probably the only ones who even knew she had a brother. After our operation was compromised, he disappeared. There were no signs of him until recently.
So, you think Kyria took something with him back then? Something that allowed him to reproduce?
Vijava doted on the kid like you wouldn't believe. She even told us to give her cut to her brother if anything happened to her. If she left something behind before she died, believe me, Kyria's the one that has it.
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed to replicate the perfume itself.
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was Auguste. Wait, does that mean Auguste is poison?
Poison? No. Of course not. No perfume is meant to be. If Auguste could be considered a poison, we wouldn't have even sold half a bottle back then. Edgar fell unconscious because he probably thought, we're not looking for Kyria because we have it out for him. We just wanted to see how he was doing. And if possible, we only went to prison for a bit of fraud and market manipulation. It had nothing. As long as we keep things honest this time around.
So that's why you never mentioned Kyria during your interrogation?
Yes, exactly. We were just...
Anyway, that's all we know. If you're looking for information on what's in...
Well, at least we're able to say for certain that the substance Edgar ingested was in fact...
Well, glad to... Lucian, let's head back to the room and...
Yes.
Huh, you think so too? But based on Sylvain's tone of voice just now...
The way you exposed them like that? Oh, right! Earlier you said you were only sort of a doctor, and that your patients were...
Oh yes, that's because most of the patients I encounter already dead.
So you're a forensic doctor?
Close. I'm actually a forensic cleaner. Once the forensic team and the Marochese Phantom are done collecting evidence from the scene, I'm in charge of clearing away the final traces my patients leave on the world. In fact, with just a small alteration to the form, basically there are two sides to forensics. I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death. But this time, we may still save the patient. Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you to report back to... I'll stay here and
Okay. So, alright. Talk to Tenori. Just let me get outside. Bada bing. And bada boom.